everyone, greetings from National Skills Network. This is Madhuri and I'm back with another interesting topic concerning skills education and employment in India. If you have been tracking the latest news or developments in the industry, you would have heard about skill-based hiring and how skills are becoming so important for each one of us, especially for those who are joining the workforce very soon. So it is here that we talk about qualifications. What if I ask you how qualified are you or what is your qualification? If you ask me what are the skills that I am qualified in, I may not be able to say something immediately, right? Okay, in my case, let's say I have a lot of work experience, so it would be difficult. But if you ask the same question to someone, then they may not be able to answer what are the skill qualifications they have. The academic qualifications that we are used to in India is about getting diplomas, degrees and certificates. And we often associate these degrees and diplomas with employment. But then if you look back at what is happening today, there's a lot of underemployment or misalignment of skills or degrees or education with the jobs that are coming up. Often you would have heard about highly qualified people applying for jobs which are at the entry level. So this kind of a scenario is going to really grow in future if we don't rectify it at this point in time. It is here that qualifications at the national level play a very important role. And I am talking about National Qualifications Register at the national level created by the government. Earlier in one of my videos, if you have watched it, I had given a complete presentation about NCVET. I hope you have watched it, and in case you haven't, please go back to our YouTube channel and the video would be there right away for you. Or we will also share the video link in the description for this particular one. And in case you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, please do so right away and share the link with your colleagues and friends who might find it useful, and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from us in future. Now coming back to skills, employment and qualifications. So the idea of qualification, when we talk about skills, it's all about competencies. It's about skills, abilities and the knowledge that you apply at the workplace or to solve any problem. You must have heard of National Skills Qualification Framework, NSQF. In case you haven't, again go back to our YouTube channel, we have videos on this as well. If you have, now let us go a bit further into it. Today NSQF has been reorganized into 8 levels. Earlier it was 10 levels, and these 8 levels correspond to National Credit Framework, which is NCRF. Now NCRF is another very important milestone decision in our country when it comes to breaking barriers or building bridges between skills and academic learning or knowledge and its application through skills. So I hope I am not introducing many new concepts. In case you find them new, please go back to our channel and our website. You have a lot of information there. I think we have over the years created a knowledge hub for everybody to come and use. And in case you have any queries, you can always write back to us. So the topic of qualifications is becoming absolutely crucial, and that is the reason today we have to align all the skill-based courses with the qualifications which have been recognized by NCVET. It's just like how we do a school course, right? When the kids are studying in school, it has to be either a central CBSE kind of a recognition or the state board. So one of these boards recognizes the school, and then the certificate, the marks and everything, the qualification becomes valid, and it gets accepted. So similarly, in the case of skills, following NSQF levels, there are many qualifications which have been created by several important institutions and organizations, including the sector skill councils. So all these qualifications play a crucial part when we are designing the curriculum. And when the curriculum is designed, these qualifications, the documents which are available at NQR website, help you and offer you a template or a guideline to design the program, to design the course as per the industry requirements. So here you see there is a matching of what the industry needs, that is the demand from the industry, and what kind of a course you would be offering in a particular skill or skill sets as a short term training or as any long term training program, right? So with this, let me also tell you another aspect of NQR. When you go to the website, you might see that there's a lot of info about various awarding bodies which are recognized by NCVET. Lot of qualifications are there, and then the levels are mentioned. And remember that all this keeps getting revised. That's because the rationalizing of the qualification pack or the National Occupation Standard, which is basically nothing but something like a model curriculum which you are supposed to have to train the students and then award them the certificate or whatever is the end goal of the program. All these qualifications have to adhere to a standard. This is not only important at the national level but also at the international level. In fact, if you refer to any other country's TVET or vocational or skilling or applied education ecosystem, for example, United Kingdom or Australia or Singapore or any other country, you might find similar qualifications, including UAE. You will always find a set of qualifications which are at the national level. So with this, now let me take you through the website of NQR and show you few examples of qualifications. You can take this as something like a catalyst for your further learning. It might inspire you to go deeper, understand, and also try to ask questions. If you have any, you can directly write to NCVET, or you can ask us. If we can answer your questions, we'll be happy. So please do that. And as I said, this is something like an overview that I'm giving you about NQR, National Qualifications Register. The website is still in beta version, which means it is work in progress. It might change anytime. And you might also find that some of the qualifications are not updated yet. That's fine. So the idea here is for you to go and check what these qualifications are and why it is very important to follow NCVET certified qualifications or that are a part of the NCVET ecosystem. This is the website of National Qualification Register. As you can see here, I'm just scrolling down to show you what all it has. As I told you in the introduction to this presentation, the importance of qualifications is also because it has to align with the job roles across different industry sectors. So that is captured well here. Let me now go back to the starting of this website. There's a lot of information, and please remember this website is still in beta version, which means it is work in progress, and there could be another version of this website anytime. Now I'll quickly take you through the categories under which you have the qualifications, which is usually in the form of model curriculum, in the form of National Occupation Standards, which is all compiled in a document. And you can see here that these are the sectors for which you have various qualifications. So you can also search by industry or by sector. Like for example, rubber industry. When you go inside, you will be able to see so many qualifications. And if you wish to know more, you can also look at the left side panel and further use these filters. For example, if you are looking at a qualification which is for ITI or which is for 10th pass or with the years of experience that you have in mind, you can use these filters and then you get to see the qualifications here pertaining to the filter that you have used. You can also check the qualifications, filter them with NSQF levels, like they are given here now, all the levels. And the type of qualification, is it general, multi-skill, cross-sectoral, etc. And most importantly, you can also look at qualifications through the awarding bodies here. So you see here, this is the list of awarding bodies on the left side. So we can even look at the qualifications by looking at the awarding bodies. If you need to know more about the awarding bodies, you can go back and watch another presentation of mine about NCVET, where I have spoken about, provided details about the awarding bodies and assessment agencies. Now you can also look at the qualifications from the job roles across sectors. Like for example, let us say in agriculture, what are the job roles? So you have 215 qualifications here because I chose agriculture. And if you go inside, all the qualifications are listed here. The levels are listed and the hours of learning is also given here for each qualification under agriculture. Now let us look at this particular qualification, which is Precision Farming Technician. I'm just opening this. So what does it have? It has a job description, and this is typical. Every qualification has the same kind of information available. If you go back and check, the job description is given in detail, and then eligibility criteria, etc. All these details are given here. Then the progression pathway, which is so important for any person who's taking up this particular course or training. What is the progression pathway? The person can go up, from precision farming technician to supervisor precision farming. So you see, that's also a very important piece of information here. Then the job role related details are given here. Now, when we come up again, we see this was approved by NSQC. This was approved by them, and only the approved qualifications that are approved by NSQC are uploaded here, and the validity is till 2026. So as you may be aware, most of the qualifications, they are always rationalized, or some of them are brought down and they are kind of updated because this has to align with the dynamism of the industry. So a particular qualification cannot be valid forever. This is not like a textbook that we read for decades together. These keep changing. So it's better you come and check the validity, and the level is very important, NSQF level. Now let's look at the awarding bodies. This is the Agriculture Skill Council of India. That is the awarding body, which is a sector skill council. So the awarding bodies could be sector skill councils or other institutions. Let's look at the supporting documents here. Here you have the model curriculum for the particular job role, precision farming technician. And when you go inside, all the details are given here. What is the model curriculum like? Right, the sector, the subsector, NSQF level, and what are the entry-level qualifications needed for this particular job role. age, etc., and then the kind of program details. This is mostly pertaining to the practicals, because when we talk about skill development and vocational or work integrated education, the practicals become absolutely critical. Now let's look at this qualification file here. There is information given here also, the type of qualification, right? So you see, this is the kind of details which is given. The authenticity of information you will find only on NQR. As you see here, there's a watermark, NSQC approved, which means this is approved by NSQC. It carries a lot of weight, and then the certification also carries a lot of value. So whoever is interested in offering skill-based courses can come here and check for the qualifications and start using them, right? So I've just shown you one example of a qualification. Now I'll also look at one more thing. If you look at the panel here, you can see information about NSQF and the qualification file. When you come down here, you're getting information about how NSQC, approves these qualification. It's a rigorous process, and whoever submits the qualifications, they have to adhere to the template which has been provided here. I'll just show you one template here. That is template for NOS, National Occupation Standard. I have already downloaded this template, so I'm just opening it. This is the template which is provided on the website. I've already downloaded. You can see here. So all the fields are given in the template. Whoever is interested to create these qualifications and get them verified, vetted, and approved by NCVET, they have to follow this process, and the template is given here. So all these fields have to be filled in. It's quite comprehensive, and it provides all the information that is needed to create a high quality training program. As you can see here, this has about 12 pages. So in case you want to explore more, please go to the website and check out. And here you can see there is also acronym and glossary, which is actually helping you in exploring more about the qualification template. So with this, I would like to conclude my presentation on NQR. And if you wish to know more, please visit the website and explore and learn about the importance of National Qualification Register and NSQF aligned qualifications which are approved by NCVET. I hope this presentation was useful. I just did a quick demo of the website to show you what these qualifications are. If you have found it useful, let us know. Requesting all of you to subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the bell icon so that you don't miss any update from us. Keep waiting for more such presentations. I really hope I'm adding some value to your learning programs and plans at whatever location you are in India or elsewhere. Thanks again. Let's be in touch, and I wish you all the best.